Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now. Hi, I'm Waldo Cabrera with My Long Island TV. Today my guest is Victoria Serpa. She's a New York State Assembly candidate in the 6th Assembly District. Thank you for taking time out to be with me.
Thank you for having me.
Many perceive you as a newcomer in this political business, but you're actually a veteran at this. You've been involved in government, local government, for quite some time.
I've been involved in the community for the last 13 to 15 years in a variety of capacities, one being with the local Democratic Party. I served as a member of their executive board, and there was a lot of things that took place that I disagreed with, so I parted ways with them because of that. At the end of the day, I refuse to do something that compromises my integrity, and I think that gives me a lot of strength to really provide some core leadership that this district has been absent for the last decade or so. I'm going to say 12 years.
You're registered independent, and you're running under the Republican conservative line. Any other lines?
I am running with cross-endorsement support from the Republican Party, the Conservative Party, and the disgruntled Democrats and community leaders put together a line on their own to support me, which I was very humbled by, and it showed to me that they see me as a leader that they can rely on. And that's the United Communities Party. It's going to be on row H.
What, as an Assemblywoman, can you do to better the economic conditions in the 6th Assembly District?
I think relationships are important, and having a relationship with other levels of government, in addition to our local chambers of commerce in both Brentwood, Central Islip, and Bayshore, would bring dollars back down to the district, and rather than have the dollars go to outside the district, like the 5 boroughs or other countries that are not Brentwood, Central Islip, and North Bayshore. I mean, it's not just dollars and cents. There's financial education. There's how to become a business person. There's all the support that the state can bring and funnel money down to our district in order to make that happen if you have the relationships with local government, with different levels of government, and with the Chamber of Commerce.
In the 6th Assembly District, foreclosures are rampant.
We're in a very interesting position when it comes down to that. 1 in 4 homeowners in our district are either in foreclosure, in arrears, or at imminent risk of becoming homeless, or already are homeless. I did bring, while working with Suffolk County Department of Social Services, I brought millions of dollars working on a grant to bring money down to kind of eradicate that issue, but also to bring financial education to people so that they understand that those loans are predatory loans before they get into them. There's a series of things that need to take place, and one is going to be financial education, and one is going to be trying to rescue the people who are still in a position to be able to save themselves, and the other part is going to be helping those who are far past that point to transition into a new chapter of their life.
Roberto Clemente Park, illegal dumping, and some of the people claim that it's environmental racism. Was that the right card to pull in front of all these cameras when all of New York is watching?
I think it's unfortunate that it was labeled environmental racism, and unfortunately that was done strictly to politicize the event for the benefit of one particular politician. I don't call it environmental racism. I call it a case of good old-fashioned greed. Whoever it is that committed the crime should and will be held accountable. But what do we do from here to there? Because the DA has to do their job. The DEC has to do their job. So in the interim, I, with Deborah Kiernan and other community leaders, put together a summer camp to try to remedy the issue that we saw that was most imminent, and that was what the children were going to do during the summer months. So that was one solution that I brought to the table. But in looking at it, I looked at the surrounding areas. And I drive on Suffolk Avenue every day, and I see 2.7 acres of blighted property known as the Liberty Plating Company. And that property is eligible for Brownfields. It's a Superfund site, as cited by the DEC on the DEC website. And there are quite a number of Superfund sites within the 6th Assembly District. So for the last 12 years, none of those areas, none of those Superfund sites have received as much attention with as much tenacity as Roberto Clemente, only because Roberto Clemente fell within a political calendar. And I think that further victimizes the community. We experienced a crime, we were victimized by a crime, and we're further being victimized by a person with very low scruples as far as I'm concerned.
Victoria Serpa, New York State candidate for Assembly in the 6th Assembly District, thank you for your time.
Thank you.